Alright, another BlizzCon, another year of confusion. How's it going, guys? I am Pumpsquatch. Hello, and I'm doing good. Today we have a bit of a discussion topic, and that has to do with the recent reveal of Overwatch 2. And it's not anything that anybody's really surprised of, because even Jeff Kaplan, when he got on stage, he said, "I forgot my lines, but luckily, I have social media and you guys to remind me what to say." Basically, just stuff we were already speculating and leaks and rumors and all these things that came out, so... needless to say, the community helped Jeff Kaplan with his speech. Yeah. But no, actually, what we're going to be talking about today is Overwatch 2 itself, obviously, and some of the things that they actually discussed and said about Overwatch 2. 1, heroes are going to be getting abilities. These could be passive abilities, or these could be ignition abilities that happen when certain requirements are met, such as Genji's Dragon Blade, which is whenever he slashes, it'll create a projectile that pierces through enemies, which I think that could be really cool, really interesting, but I'm also really interested to see what else all the other heroes have in their kit. I know they revealed some, but not everything, as well as the new look for the heroes and characters, which I'm really liking them. They look really cool and really suiting to the characters that they are a part of so far that I've seen. Now, one subject that could be of particular worry when it comes to Overwatch 2 coming out, whenever that will be, is that will people on Overwatch 2 be able to play against people on Overwatch 1? They're completely different games, right? Wrong. They will be able to play the same game modes, the same maps, the same characters on the same kinds of servers. Well, I don't know for the same kinds of servers for sure, because it is quote-unquote a different game. Basically, everyone's going to be able to play together. It'll be as if there's no difference whatsoever. And that's kind of the point. There really isn't a difference. As of today, so far that we know, there is no incentive to buy Overwatch 2 other than if you want to A, have a little bit better looking of a game, and B, just be able to play the story mode. Other than that, there is no difference. You're going to be able to have the same heroes, you're going to be able to play the same game modes, you're going to have the same skins. All of your skins from Overwatch 1 will transfer over to Overwatch 2. There is really no incentive to get it, and I understand the thing if they don't want to split the community. However, this has come to be what fans are calling either just DLC or an expansion pack. And I've even seen it being called Overwatch Phase 2, because it's just, there's no difference other than the story. And it's not anything really revolutionary, because the way they're doing the story is kind of the same way they've done it in the Archives event, where you would have a cutscene and then you would progress through a mission, you do some PvE, player versus environment, and then you would get to the end where there would be another cutscene and boom, story done for now. It seems like it's going to be going around the same way. It seems like they're going to be doing the same thing, only it's going to have more cutscenes, it's going to be longer missions, and it's going to have heroes have abilities now that they can use in PvE. I don't think they're going to be available in PvP, even though I think they'd be really cool. I don't think it will be available, and that's fair, but I think it would have a lot of ways to improve and raise the skill ceiling and make it so there are a lot more interesting bits to play around with the character's toolkit to make it so the enemy team has a tracer and we have a tracer, but they may have two completely different abilities, so that would be something that would have to be taken into account, and it could be really interesting, and in my opinion, kind of cool and fun to see how that would play out. However, I don't think it's going to be coming to PvP, mainly because I don't think they mentioned it was. So, what is the incentive to buy Overwatch 2? So far, none. You could buy Overwatch 2 and you could play through the story and you can just come out of it thinking, wow, that was pretty cool, but what else is there? Because that's how I feel like I and most other people who would get the game would feel. I'm probably not going to get the game until I feel like there's actually good enough incentive for me to want to go out and buy a new game that is titled Overwatch 2. Because we don't even know the price point yet. It could start at $20 or it could be $60 for it. Either way, we don't know much information about it whatsoever. And because of that, we have no reason to want to buy it yet. But the key word is yet. I've seen people calling this stupid, like, what's the point? Why don't just add it as free DLC, or why not just add it as a free update like it's done with every other Archives event, or every other event, or every other hero or map or game mode that they've had in the game's history for the past few years. And I have to agree, there is no reason to be doing this. There is no reason to try and package the story mode into its own game and charge a full $60 price point. But it's possible they don't charge $60. Let's say they charge it for a good $20 or $30. Would there be incentive to get it then? Maybe. And I say maybe because we have a lot of games that are very heavily story focused, that are even just short storied games that are sold at full retail price and still get amazing reviews, and people say you have to play this, you have to buy this. It may be a 6 to 8 hour campaign, it may be single player only, but it is a good game and you need to buy it for the experience because it is completely worth it. The $60 you pay is worth it for this one game that is, insert game title here, that meets these requirements, because there is for sure a large number of those. But it makes me wonder and question, are we just going to be getting the story mode, or are we going to be getting something more? And after trying to think about it, it's honestly really hard to try and figure out a reason, a good list of things to make exclusive to Overwatch 2 that wouldn't split the community, quote unquote. First and foremost, it is a multiplayer focused game. You are a team-based game, or in the case of deathmatch free-for-all, you are going alone, but regardless, it is a multiplayer focused game, and you want to try and keep it in a way where not everyone is split. You don't want to have half the community in Overwatch 1 and half the community in Overwatch 2 not being able to face off against each other. So, what are some things that would be good to see? Well, personally, it's hard. I feel like on the console side, there could be a lot that they could add that is exclusive to PC, such as the PTR. PTR stands for Public Testing Region, and it's something that's exclusive to PC because, well, every time you update a game on console, you have to pay to update it. They update the PTR pretty often, a lot more often than the regular game. So if there were a way to connect the PTR to the console version through the use of Overwatch 2, I feel like that'd be a very interesting way to kind of get some feedback on console players, as well as feedback of what they think would be good for the console experience. Maybe cross-platform for Overwatch 2 would be good, but that also opens up the thing of, should they be able to play against people who are on PC? Well, a lot of people are saying that cross-platform would be good among console users. For Xbox players to be able to play against PS4 and even Switch players, maybe. And that certainly is an option. However, one thing I feel like would be very beneficial is if they added cross-platform progression. And if you buy Overwatch 2 on one platform, then you are able to have a free download code for every other platform you have it on, and with that, Overwatch 2 would have cross-platform progression. For example, if you got a skin on Xbox and you've been wanting to move over to PC, but you haven't been wanting to because you don't want to leave your beautiful exclusive skins behind, well, cross-platform progression is there for you. If you got that Demon Hunter Sombra skin on Xbox, but you want to move over to PC, there you go, Overwatch 2 is your answer. At least I feel like that'd be a very good way to give some people some incentive, even if it's a small portion of people, because one thing that you'll occasionally see come up on forums is people wanting cross-platform progression, and even some major content creators regarding Overwatch have mentioned this in videos before. The reason Blizzard doesn't want to do this cross-platform progression is because if somebody moves from one platform to another, then they want to incentivize, hey, spend money on skins to get this. Spend money on loot boxes to get the skins you want. And I could see that they're trying to give incentives saying, no, we just don't want to give them out. However, what that just does is it discourages people from actually crossing over more than it does encourage them to cross over and buy the skins then. It doesn't really do much, it doesn't earn them much more money, and if someone has the games on different platforms, then why not have cross progression? It seems definitely possible, and it seems like they might as well just go for it. If you have a skin unlocked on one account or on one platform, then yeah, just have it for all the other platforms. It'll make it easier and it'll make the headache a lot less substantial. It's pretty difficult for me to think of any incentives to really get Overwatch 2 as of yet. We don't really know any information about it, and they kind of told us we'll probably still be talking about it BlizzCon of next year, meaning we're not gonna get it before next year. We're gonna be waiting a while, so hopefully by the time they do it releasing more information, they'll give us some more incentives, some more reasons why we would want to buy Overwatch 2. Because as it stands, there's no incentive, there's no reason, and everything that they are seeming to add, they could have just added into this base game. But that's just my opinion, guys. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below, and I'll make sure to read them, give them a look over, and see what I can form of them. And maybe if there's some more information that came out about it that I am completely wrong, then I will of course make another, probably more short video regarding it, and I will definitely give you credit for that information. But anyways guys, thank you all very much for watching. Really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video with content within, feel free to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, just as I said, in the comment section down below, as well as let me know how you're actually doing. That was an actual question at the beginning of the video. How are you doing? Doing good? Not so good? Want to talk? By all means, let it all hang out there. Anyways guys, thank you all very much for watching, and as always, I am Pumpsquatch. Goodbye. Gosh, I know my voice is gonna sound terrible.
I am not a good loser.
Objective lost. New defense point. Objective B.
Is here.
Audio medic.
Perseverance is the key.
Defeat.